sure you subscribe to DyloPillow.
Alright, what's up guys, it's your boy DyloPillow back with another 21 Pilots reaction. Today we are finishing the album reaction series with the album Trench. I've done reactions to all their other albums, so you guys can check out all those videos. I put it in the playlist, and I'm excited to check this out. Everybody seems to agree this is their best album, and even people who don't like 21 Pilots have told me that this album's good, so I'm pretty excited to check it out. I don't think I'm going to recognize any of the songs because it came out in 2018 and I didn't really listen to the radio since then, so I probably won't know any of these because I did know a few on Blurry Face because they were pretty popular, but we'll see. And I'll offer to continue the 21 Pilots series. If this video gets 250 likes, I'll do some reaction to like a live performance or a music video or anything you guys want to pick out. Just put it in the comments, whatever's the most common or most liked reply. I'll do a video about that, but yeah, let's jump into Trench. I'm excited. Alright, first track is called Jumpsuit. It looks like this one's pretty popular. Okay. Pretty cool start here, sound-wise. Wow, that was a quick drop-off. I like that, though. Really grabbing my attention early. I like that drum work. That was cool. Very captivating sounds overall. I like it. A lot of different stuff happened throughout this track. That's really cool though, for sure, especially being the intro track. Sounds much more developed overall too, like as these two guys like continued to, you know, make more albums, each time it seemed to get more cohesive and they got their ideas across much more powerfully, which is awesome. Yeah, it goes pretty crazy. Meanwhile, I'm just chilling, like I should be freaking out. I can't even imagine like how this would be live performance. That'd be crazy. Alright, track 2 is called Levitate. They flowed together pretty well. I like that. Always a good touch. Dang, that bass is nice.
Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet, and ever since the 7th grade I learned to fire breathing. Though I feed on things that fell, you can learn to levitate with just a little help. Learn to levitate with just a little help. Calm down, calm down. Cowards only come through when the hour's late and everyone's asleep, mind you. Now show up, show up.
I heard him say fire breathing not a little while back, and that made me think about like Skeleton Icy had the dragon on it, and I think somebody said in the comments like that was related to this album too. And like, yeah, I try to keep up with like some of these, like there's like this whole lore, and like I'm still super new to 21 Pilots, so you guys always feel free to let me know in the comments like what I'm like missing or stuff like that, because I'm not going to catch all of it off the first listen, and especially because I just don't know a lot about the group yet. But I like this track so far. It sounds pretty cool. Yeah, it just said circling above, which kind of goes with like the bird in the image, so that's cool. Okay, I'm starting to get the image here. I like that. That was the first time where he kind of like rapped straight through the whole track, so it was a little bit shorter, but I think it did a pretty good job. I actually was like entertained by it. I thought it was well performed. Got a lot of the lyrics and ideas and pictures from this track. That's awesome. Alright, the third track's called Morph. Okay, nice sound to start. That's cool. The drum work has taken a step up. I think that's really attention grabbing through the first 3 tracks. I was still in love and is it possible we feel the same? And that's when going under starts to take my wonder. Enjoying this so far. I'll try to sing this. If I keep moving Okay. Another one of these tracks where it's just ever changing. Production's really cool on this too. Definitely been helpful for me to enjoy it more because not that it was bad before, but it's just taken a step up.
Lights, they blink to me, transmitting things to me.
Okay, so this is kind of like a more negative track. I'm not 100% sure what the meaning was here, but basically about hiding yourself or just kind of get by. Something like that. Okay, the fourth track is called My Blood.
When everyone you thought you knew deserts your fight.
Vocals feel a little different on this right away.
You're surrounded and up against a wall.
That bass performance is awesome.
And go with you when choices end. You don't need to run, stay with me.
Definitely a little bit of a different delivery on this type of vocals. I like it.
If there comes a day, people posted up at the end of your driveway. They're calling for your head and they're calling for your name.
Okay, yeah, like the little bit of rapping performance with this bass. That's pretty good. I like it.
Go with you, just keep it outside, keep it outside. And pull my pin and go with you. I'll go with you.
Seems like this is just kind of about like being a friend or being there for somebody when they need it the most, you know, and just like having that person who's by your side always. I don't know. There's not like a ton being said. It's just like a good overall sound-wise performance, I think, is what this song's really grabbing me for. Alright, the fifth track is called Chlorine. It seems like this is actually the most popular track on here, and it's over 5 minutes long, which is not really common to see a track that long be this popular, but that makes me very excited to see it, you know, what it is. The performance is like, vocally almost like on purpose, like not too crazy. It's like being like pretty relaxed in like the tones that it could go into, which is interesting. It's a fairly simple hook here, but it's catchy. Yeah, the rapping has definitely stepped up on this album. I like all of the verses so far. I despise you sometimes. I love to hate the fight, and you in my life is like sipping on straight chlorine. I'm actually kind of surprised this is the most popular song on here, at least to this point. It just like hasn't been like crazy ambitious, you know. I feel like they've had some other songs that have been pretty good, you know. It's like they put like a slowed in reverb part of the song within the actual song. But this part is pretty cool. I like this outro part. So this seems to be about like maybe heartbreak. I mean, he said that a couple times. And then like chlorine to maybe like wash away the pain, something like that. Something like, maybe that's the idea. But I thought it was pretty cool. You know, not like their craziest track in my opinion, but it is pretty catchy overall. Alright, the sixth track is called Smithereens. I like that title.
I never look for conflict for the thrill, but if I'm feeling someone stepping towards you can't describe just what I'm feeling. For you, I go step to a dude much bigger.
Oh yeah, this is ambitious, but I like that.
I would get messed up with 153. Would do much bigger than me. For you, I know I would get messed up with 153.
It's like kind of like a love song in a way, you know, about being there for somebody again, kind of doing anything for them. I like this song a lot. This is really cool. Okay, 7th track is called Neon Gravestones. That's a pretty unique title. I don't think you would ever see that anywhere else, so let's check it out.
What's my problem? Well, I want you to follow me down to the bottom, underneath the insane asylum. Keep your wits about you while you got 'em, 'cause your wits
I think the rapping is appropriate for this kind of mood.
We glorify those even more when they.
Oh, is that like a little bit of auto-tune there? Or just some kind of vocal effect? Yeah, a lot of different things consistently changing on this album so far. I like all the decisions made so far. It's very attention grabbing on each track. Again, like this one is another example of that.
And you move on to someone else.
It's definitely a deeper track overall. I like that though, because the last one wasn't really as deep, you know. I mean, it was meaningful, but it was more an upbeat kind of sound. This one's bringing it down.
Listen, it won't resonate in our minds. I'm not disrespecting what was left behind, just pleading that it
there seems to be a lot packed in this track. A lot of things talking about life in general, for sure. So I'll have to listen to this one again and see what else I can pick up on the next listen. But I thought that one was pretty packed with a lot of good stuff, for sure. And we'll just keep moving with the 8th track called The Hype. Okay, more upbeat sound to this one. Got like a rock type of vibe to it, for sure. It's interesting how some of his vocal deliveries are just slightly different between tracks, but that helps to grab your attention more, as I keep saying. Like that's what they did a really good job of throughout all the tracks so far. Oh, a little bit of ukulele coming in. This one's just interesting to me overall. I don't know if I like it or not, to be honest. It's probably the most unique one so far. I don't even know if I can say that, honestly. They all are pretty unique, so this one just kind of feels weird on my ear. I don't know, maybe because I don't listen to a lot of music like this. That could be true. Okay, the 9th track is called Nico and the Niners. It seems like this one is fairly popular as well. We'll see. As I keep saying, unique track after unique track, I expect nothing less on this one. I like the sound and vibe of this so far, for sure. So it's talking about Jumpsuit again, which was the title of the first track, so that's interesting. I don't know who Nico and the Niners are. If that's like a real life reference or just for this. I don't know. Wait, Dima. Plenty of people have commented that before on videos. I don't know if that's like a character or something with this. That's gotta be, right? I don't know. I just didn't know that that's what people were talking about. I guess I haven't been paying close enough attention to your comments. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll listen to what they're saying more specifically on this track, because it seems to be, pretty dense lyrically. Once again, the production's really cool. Love that about this whole album. Yeah, this one's definitely cool. I like the sound of it. I'm not 100% sure what it means yet. I tried to pay attention to what was happening, but it's just kind of it just got a very hectic vibe to it, you know? So I think that's kind of the energy that's trying to be portrayed. Alright, the 10th track is called Cut My Lip. That piano sounds familiar from one of their other tracks. Not sure which one though. It's got a much slower pace to it, I think it's a nice switch up. This is pretty cool. Something about this one really stands out. Just a lot of good layers to the track. It's all coming together pretty well. Another different delivery vocally. I think I've heard the word lion said earlier in the album as well. So I feel like I'm grabbing some elements of like the big picture here, but I haven't fully formed it yet. I'm missing some parts, definitely. Yeah, this is really, really great production on this one. I like it. Alright, the 11th track is called Bandito. Okay, slower paced track for sure. And it's longer, so that's probably makes sense. What does that mean exactly? I could take a high road, but I know I'm going low. I don't know. It's cool though. I think that's a cool phrase there. I think for a moment there I kind of just got lost in this song and almost forgot what was happening. Like I forgot I was recording. That was a very, very captivating part of the song. That was cool. We're building up for like a big drop off here. Okay, not like a huge drop off, but still a change up. This track was mostly instrumentally based. There wasn't like a ton that was actually said within the track, but the overall mood that it created really, really did capture me. I thought it was good. Track 12 is called Pet Cheetah. That's a pretty interesting name for a song. Very odd vibe to this one. I don't even know what they're going for yet. It's definitely developing though.
I've got a pet cheetah down in my basement. I've raised him and paid them and named him Jason. Statham, I've trained him to make these beats. Now my pet cheetah's quick and astuter than on his feet. I'ma get mine and get going. I'm showing my face.
Okay, going kind of hard.
I'll stay in my room. My house is. I move slow. I wanna stop time.
This is a very interesting one. Lots of different energies and meanings and stuff like that. Like, I feel like this one is, even though it's a shorter track, has like a lot of stuff in there. That was really, really cool. This outro is pretty wild too. The 13th song is called Legend, and right away we start off with a different type of sound for sure. Oh, are we happy now? Okay, cool. I like this. Definitely more rock style type of track, but I thought the vocals sound really nice. Oh, there's the ukulele again. Just shows up at random points. That's funny. I'm kind of surprised this one isn't more popular. I think like the overall upbeatness and the vibe of this one would be something people would enjoy, but it's one of the least played tracks, so that's just interesting to me. Thought I'd note it. Alright, the final track called Leave the City. We'll see how we wrap up this kind of story that's being formed. And I'm not going to act like I remember, I know exactly what's happening with this, but hopefully the last track can help clarify it for me. Very, very slow, kind of somber track. This is interesting. I'm not sure what's happening exactly, but it seems like it's like a coming of age kind of thing at the end of this. This is a very different vocal delivery. It's almost like angelic for a second there. I like this song a lot though, for sure. So this like city might be like a metaphor for something else, like life and death maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's just kind of like what I'm hearing from some of the lyrics. Could be.
From home, in trench, I'm not alone. These faces face.
Okay, so he just said in trench I'm not alone, so I guess maybe that's like the city. I don't know. It's maybe a little late to be picking up on something like that since the whole album's almost over now, but maybe. Alright, that was Trench by 21 Pilots. And yeah, you guys were excited about this one, so I know you guys really enjoyed the album. And I enjoyed it too. From a production standpoint, I think that's my favorite thing about it off this first listen. Just, like I said throughout, captivating songs every single time, for the most part. I don't really think of any tracks on here that didn't really have my full attention. So that's great. Lyrically, I think that like there were kind of sections on this where it was like really lyrically dense, and then there were some others where it was more like mood based on the sound of the track or the way the vocals were delivered. The first half to me felt like there was a lot more packed in there, like lyrically and stuff, so I think like the kind of story was set in the first couple tracks. And yeah, I don't know what like the overall big thing is here. I know there's a lot of lore with this, like I said, and there's like a big kind of idea or story behind this whole thing. I don't fully understand it off the first listen, but I don't think I can be expected to know exactly what's going on, you know, but did my best to try and pick up on some of the things that I've heard from previous albums, or, you know, and with Scaled and Icy being happening already and after this. I know some about that, so I picked up on some things that I'd heard, seen, you know, in the comments and stuff like that, so I hope I did a good job of kind of picking up on some of the story. I don't know, overall there seems to be like something with like this bird, and then like a dragon, and then like Dima or something, was it? And then it's like a love story kind of, or like, you know, rising together and stuff like that. So it's interesting. There's a lot of different moods being portrayed. It feels like a coming of age story in a way, to a degree. And I'm not sure who like the main character is. I didn't like fully grasp like who this main character was, because on the obviously on the other one it was Blurryface, and that was, you know, made obvious. But I think Trench was the city in this case, as I heard on the last track. So I don't know. There seems to be a lot of stuff though. So I'm definitely going to have to listen to it a few more times. So please let me know in the comments what I might have missed, what information I need to know, and stuff like that. Help me find it. Thought it was cool though. You know, enjoyed it. I thought all the performances were good. The drum work was a step up. Like I said, production was definitely stepped up. Catchy tracks. Not as catchy, I think, as some of the tracks on Blurryface. But overall, I think they all contributed more to the overall like album than some of those tracks. So yeah, that's how I feel about this one. I think it is probably better than Blurryface. I'm not 100% sure yet, though, because I do like some of the individual tracks on Blurryface quite a bit. So let me know which one you guys prefer. It seems like, you know, like I said, most people prefer Trench, but I'd love to hear anyway. And drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Like I said, we're going to do another 21 Pilots video reaction, something like that. If this video gets 250 likes, consider subscribing as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!